The ground, it's Swift to start the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady now to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
That's a nice throw right there, and I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator. Showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing in colleges delivered to the NFL.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Once again, it's Swift. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The Lions at 6-5 now on the year. But Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. 1st and goal from the 6.
Detroit Lions. First down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Swift. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph, and the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's airing it out for Williams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season. And add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they have their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches when they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the Panther first down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Lions 3, Panthers nothing.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases misses it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. Again, it's Brady. No, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. Going down the middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down, as that'll be a gain of 15 on 4th.
How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive?
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. Compton. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. For the left side, it's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You say you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
They'll try the left side. Compton, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. They get to it for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, if I'm not mistaken. They gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes.
They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long. Brady going to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that, to end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. solid stiff arm. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Quick throw complete to Reynolds.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down, and then some.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, Parker, than to understand that they don't start to slow him down. It's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll set up a throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it.
And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Swift.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Now for the point after. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Panthers now as they line up and kick this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now a play fake. Brady. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Aiden Hutchinson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. On second down, Compton. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On second down play, that's a -4.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here comes Marshall in motion right. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, It wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16.
So a 56-yard punt. They'll net 41 after the 15-yard return.
And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Williams, the man in motion left. 2nd and 9 now. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now back to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
They're going to try and throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired, and hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Up the middle they go. Compton. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Well, they certainly are running up today, partner, because they've been big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Bobby Okereke
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Lions are going to have it here just past the 25.
Well, they set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a unfortunate time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll look to throw. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Dancing to his left. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man right side is Sharp. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he is going to have a Lions first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
That's good for the Lions. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. They run out of the gun with Swift. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 87 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Back to Swift again on 2nd down. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. Now as they line up and kick this one away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. A tackler almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On play action, it's Brady.
He's got the connection to Moore. He's got room at the 30, and he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Josh Allen from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Throwing on second and long. Brady. And now here is another interception.
And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Slot man moves right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, here's Swift. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
2nd and 9 from the 44. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be caught. It's St. Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48 line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
One final play for Corral.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. And his time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions.